and welcome back to Sheena's Homestead. Today we are going to make two things. We are going to make some sourdough bread for dinner, and we are going to make some bolognese sauce. So I've got a new recipe that I'm going to try. It's a little more authentic. We're trying to really go back to the roots and get the most authentic food that we possibly can. So that's kind of what I'm studying right now. Watching lots of videos and picking out the best pieces of everything to pull it together to bring you some really yummy recipes. So like I said, today we're going to start off with our sourdough. I have already prepped this dough. It is a 3-day process. So let me know in the comments if you would be interested in learning more about sourdough. I can definitely go through the whole process from starting your starter, growing it nice and strong and healthy, and then all the way to our levain, and then to the bread making process. So if you're interested in that, let me know down below in the comments and I'll do another episode dedicated just to that. But tonight we are making this bread for our dinner, and I have somebody special who's going to join me today. This is Alessandra, and for Christmas she got this really cute little pot, and we are going to make a mini sourdough loaf in here. So it's really cute. We're going to see how that works. We've not tried it before, so fingers crossed that it works out well. So, and then I have 2 loaves here. One is regular sourdough, and the other one I added sun-dried tomatoes to. And we've not tried that before, so I think it'll be a fun little addition. And then tonight I'm making brown rice pasta with bolognese sauce, and yeah, we're gonna add that to our rotation. I'm putting together a whole bunch of freezer meals for you guys. I'm going to show you how I do a whole month's worth of meals, put them in the freezer, and then I'm free to be creative during the day to do other things. So it's a good time to do that. January is a great time to stock up your freezer, yes, restart your life, go through all the things in your pantry, clean them out, use them up, and move on. So speaking of moving on, we are going to get started on our bread. I am just going to put on my fun vintage apron. It's my favorite. And we're going to get started. So let me grab a cutting board and we will get started. We'll start with this one. We're going to flour our cutting board just a little bit, make it a little easier to work with. At this point, it's not overly sticky, so shouldn't have too much of a problem here.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks good.
And I'm just gonna tuck in our bottom crust just a little bit and sprinkle a little flour over the top like this. I use a razor blade my husband gave me with a cute little holding tool here. So I'm going to use this to score the top, and then we're going to get that put in the oven. This is a fun process.
Yeah. And it's totally worth the 3-day process because at the end you get delicious, yummy homemade bread.
You're right about that. It's definitely worth it. Okay, so this guy is ready. I'm gonna put it back in the paper because the paper is gonna go right into the oven. Now we're going to do this guy. Just like this. I'm going to tuck in on the bottom here. Make them a little more round and fluffy. Sprinkle some flour over the top. Get get that nice and rubbed in. And this one, we're just gonna go over the top like this. Create some nice little petals.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. This side's gonna go back in like that. And last but not least,
The mini bread.
the baby one. Okay, so just like the others, I'm gonna tuck in the bottom here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so cute.
It'll look so cute, so cute. And you get to eat it.
Your American Girl dolls are gonna have a feast.
Yes.
Okay, so this is sharp, so I'm gonna let you use it because you weren't old enough.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is take the tool and make a slice on the top.
Like this.
Yes. Alessandra is an artist. She uses all kinds of tools to create art, so go ahead. I definitely trust her with this process. Okay, let me help you get a little bit more exact here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna make this smaller so that it fits better. Alright. That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Little baby sourdough.
And into the pot is going.
Yes. So I have our cast iron pots already in the oven. The oven is set to 550 degrees. I'm going to put these 2 loaves directly into the cast iron pot, and we are going to put the lid back on and let that bake up for about 15 minutes. So then after 15 minutes, we'll take the lids off, seat them aside, let the bread continue to cook and some of that steam to come out. It really crisps up the outside of the bread, and I find it is perfect when you do it that way. Okay, so this process is definitely dangerous. The oven is at an extremely high temperature. So you want to make sure all little kids are out of the way and not coming around the corner when you're about to put these in. So I'll put on my oven mitts. I have 2 cast iron pots going at the same time. Pop it right in like that. That one in like that. And put the lids back on. And then wiggle that back in. And then we're gonna find space for our little baby one. Here it is. All right. Perfect. I'm going to add 15 minutes. And now we'll make our sauce. Okay, we have our olive oil nice and hot here in our pan. And we are going to add our onions. I'm going to let those brown up for just a second. We have our onions sauteing in our pan here. I'm going to add the garlic now. Little pinch of salt. some Italian seasoning. We're gonna add more later, but this is just a little now. It smells so good already. So really what I'm doing here is waiting for our onions to get a nice brown on them. We're almost there. Yep, we are there. So now I'm going to add my carrots and celery. We're gonna let that cook down. So our 15-minute timer went off. Now I'm going to remove this guy for just a minute so that I don't knock him off. I'm going to take the lids off. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. So now we're gonna let those bake. I am going to put 10 minutes on. And I'll check in 10 minutes, and then if it needs a couple more, then we'll go a couple more. And check on our meat sauce here. You gotta keep moving the meat around so that all parts get browned. I'm gonna break it up. So I've already put in our crushed garlic, and I'm just going to put in a tiny bit of garlic powder. I really like the layered flavors of the garlic. I find the fresh garlic gives it one sort of flavor and the powdered gives it another, and I just really like the combination of the both. So it's definitely an unnecessary step, but it's the way I like it, so that's the way we do it here. It's looking great, and I think we are ready to add our wine. So I have 1 cup here for our sauce and 1 cup here for me. Cheers, my friend. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so we are going to let this cook down and reduce all the way until we can't see the wine anymore. So we're going to leave the heat to medium. And we're just going to keep tending to this until all that wine has been absorbed into the meat and cooked out. See all that steam coming out? That is exactly what we want. That's how we reduce the liquid that is in our meal. So you don't want a big sloppy wet sauce. So this is the way that we get some of the liquid out, but all the flavor stays in the meat. So we just have to let time do its thing, and I promise the end result is incredible. Sometimes I use a spatula to kind of move it around. It helps release some of that steam too. Because I'm kind of an impatient person. Perfect. So I am going to toss one here. And one here. I just take them straight out of the pot so that I don't have a giant big hot, heavy pot right here. It is so beautiful and so delicious. All right, we are back to our sauce and it smells so good. So this is looking great. I am going to add my tomato paste. I have this handy little spatula and I absolutely love it for tomato paste. It can be something that's hard to get out, but this makes it really nice. Get it all out. Use every bit. Yeah, one last bit. There we go. And then, you know what, I'm just gonna mix this in a little bit. Perfect. And now I am going to mix in our marinara. This is just from Costco. I plan to make and can all my own next year, so hopefully we'll do that together. Perfect. Use a tiny bit of water to get the rest of that sauce in there. All right. You don't want your pasta to stick to the bottom. Brown rice is notorious for sticking. I'm just gonna keep moving it around. Alright, I am going to strain my noodles. And I am going to add them to our sauce. And carefully mix that in. I probably need a bigger pot, huh? Okay, here we are. We're at the finish line. We have our Bolognese sauce, which I already poured the brown rice pasta into, mixed it all up so it is absorbing all of those yummy, delicious flavors. And it's only going to get better as it rests here. And we have our sourdough, of course. I absolutely love making sourdough. It is for sure a lost art and it seems extremely intimidating, but once you get the hang of it, it is not intimidating at all. So if you're interested, leave me a note down in the comments and let me know if you guys would like me to do a segment on sourdough bread. I would love to teach you all if that's of interest. And so now we are going to try this meal together. I so very much wish that I could give you a bowl. But second best is trying this on your own, and I really hope that you do. Before I serve this up, I'm going to put a lot more basil on top, but for this taste test myself, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little on top. There are no words. It is so good, so delicious. You have got to try this recipe. And if you have one that you use on your own, maybe it's authentic to your family, let me know what you guys do. I absolutely love hearing how so many dishes around the world can be twisted and turned and turned into masterpieces of your own. So let me know what you guys do, and please try this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means the world to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I am so blown away by all of your comments, responses, and your love towards my family. So thank you so much, and I hope that you have a great day, and I hope that you get to try this sometime. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now, and cheers, my friends.